EGLD versus Tether on the weekly chart. EGLD. What do we have? In the biggest picture on the weekly chart, our main resistance that we're still currently battling, going all the way back to April of 2021, our previous local top. We're also battling that again. Previous resistance, flipped to, we're trying to hold support back in October, held support back in December, and now we're battling it again. Previous support will often flip to resistance, as you're seeing right now. So that's step one, overcome 237 level. If we can close above 240 on a weekly scale, weekly candle, that's step one, and a very big step for EGLD. So that's where we're looking at. And now look at this wick. You might say, wow, we've had a heck of a week. No, this is today, right? We go look at the daily chart, and that's why we're covering it today. It's one of the best performers on the day, so it gets my video. How lucky. So we're trying to get above it right now. Amazing, almost 50%, if I'm not mistaken, from bottom to top, over 50% move to the upside. Currently, we're up about 17, 18% at the time of recording. So based on when you're watching this, we'll see where this closes. I would love us to close above 240. That would just be outstanding. A huge step in the right direction for EGLD. If we do that, maybe he's waking up in a big way here. So let's see. Let's put on the fib extension and assume the bottom is in. So you want to draw extensions to the upside, right? You want all this to the upside, extending, if you follow me, extension. If you're assuming the bottom is in, right? You're under assumptions because you never know if the true bottom is in, right? But we're going to pretend the bottom is in and get a rough idea of when would be our next key level to be overtaking. We're step one, 214, right? 214, 215 area at the 0.236. If we overtake that, our next area is the 382 at 277 roughly, right? These are rough estimates. If you want exact ones, you can do it easily. Just put your lock on and then just come over here and just go right to your wick. It'll give you the exact numbers, right? It'll take it right to it. That's magnet mode, okay? I have a couple of videos if you want to know how to do that. If you don't know how to do it, it's real easy. Just click the magnet button. But to save time, I just usually just do it rough estimates. But now we've taken more time, so we've saved 0 time, wasted your time. Okay, so going back to the upside, those are our 2 levels that we need to be focused on right now. We can cover EGLD again after we start getting more bullish, after Bitcoin overtakes its 21-week EMA. I think you're going to see alts move in a big way. This will be kind of the average for most alts. I think that would be well welcomed. 15% daily moves. I think we'd all be pretty happy with. So those are the levels I'd be watching right now. Now, how about some more indicators or moving averages? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go ahead and put on, how about our Gaussian channel? Let's take a look-see there. So this is the daily. Too many fake outs for you on the daily for the Gaussian channel. You want to use the 5-day. That's kind of the, the Red Riding Hood, aka the secret porridge or oatmeal. What does she eat? Porridge? What was too hot again? But the 5-day is the secret sauce, the Red Riding Hood, so to speak. So just made that up right now. So don't put too much thought into it. The top of the line that we really need to be focusing on breaking out of for the 5-day is 255. So we have a little bit of work ahead of us to get up there. Another 23-24% or so. But notice that we came down, we got close to the bottom and then reverse. Bottom of 5-day Gaussian channel for any coin tends to be, pretty good spot buy area. And note that this wick is now coinciding with current day's bottom of the 5-day Gaussian channel. So obviously you didn't know if that was the bottom then, but anytime near the Gaussian channel, if you're thinking about adding more funds, that's usually a good time to do it. Maybe not the macro bottom, but fast forwarding 6 months, 12 months, usually going to look like a rock star. Just go ahead and look at Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other coin when it's been down at the bottom of the Gaussian channel. It's been well earned. Now, I really don't like you to use a daily or a 3-day Gaussian because there's too many fake outs, but you can go up in time and the 5 days, almost a week, but if you go to a week, sometimes you can get information out of that as well. Now, hopefully you can see what I'm pointing out here. Right, look at this 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, perfect support right on the median line on the weekly Gaussian channel and then lift off. And now look what's happening. The weekly is trying to peek out of the top here. That is a great sign. On the bigger picture, if you can make bigger moves, that's great. Now, previously, June and July, we really didn't ever close inside of the Gaussian channel. If you see that, we went in here now. We close this. Remember, this candle closes on the bottom. The green closes on the top. So we never even closed in the Gaussian channel. So this is a first for EGLD. We've never been this low, but I like the fact that he's showing strength on that median line. Good signs there for EGLD. Okay, so let's go see if we got anything else. How about the Bollinger Bands? You want to throw on the Bollinger Bands and see what we got there? Let's see what those are saying. How about the weekly chart? Well, nothing too great there. I don't really like Bollinger Bands on log scale, so there you go. We've bounced off the bottom. 95% of your price action on Bollinger Bands is going to happen with inside the bands. So if you're ever outside of it on the top or the bottom, you should recognize that that's not likely to last that long. And at the bottom of this, we didn't even last a whole week, right? A couple days, then came right back in. And now you usually, once you bounce off the bottom, and that's kind of like a ping pong, or the first Atari's Pong. I think it was just called Pong. First video game ever. We just bounce the ball back and forth. That's kind of what the Bollinger Bands do. So you bounce back and forth. You go from the top, then you're going to likely test the median line, which is just the average of these two. And then if you break through that, you're usually going to fall to the bottom. So then when you bounce off the bottom, you guessed it, reversed, going back to test the median line, which right now, 255. If you see us overtaking that, right, great signs, right? That would kind of take out these consolidation weeks back in here. Things would turn bullish, and yeah, the odds would improve us going back to test the top of this, which is way up at over $400. That's a pretty significant move. What kind of move? Well, let's go take a look. Almost 100% move from here. So yeah, we're looking pretty good, over 90%. So big picture looking okay for now. How about the daily? Got anything to tell us there? Well, yeah. When you have a 50% daily candle happening, you're going to tend to try to get a Bollinger Band breakout here. So this is exactly what you'd want to see for any coin that you're invested in, assuming you don't have a short position, which I don't recommend shorting. So we want to see these bands continue down like this. We want to see this one continue up. You might say, well, aren't we overextended? We're way out here. Well, yeah, that's potentially, but you can last out here for a while. On the daily chart, I mean, look at there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like a week on daily candles outside of the band, right? Look at this, right? You can last outside of it. These are power moves. If you can open the bands up, open the mouth, your price actions holding that top, right? That's a great sign of us coming, a power move to the upside. As long as Senior Bitcoin remains, relatively calm or slightly bullish, altcoins can start to flourish a little bit, but usually the proverbial alt season comes, altcoin season, after Bitcoin is above its 21-week EMA, which is, we're kind of close to 47K for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently 43, just shy of 44, so we got a little bit of work to do, but if as long as Bitcoin slowly trends up, altcoins can have these little moonshots here and there. So good signs I'm seeing out of EGLD. Hopefully this helps somebody out there today. If this is the first time watching my channel and you're still watching, Rockstar, thank you so much. Let me know. Leave me a comment. Let me know this is your first time watching. And if you feel like subscribing, go ahead and do it. If you feel like hitting the thumbs up button, go ahead and do it. If you want more content than what you see here on Telegram, I have a lot more indicators and helpful stuff, tips and tricks in my Telegram and Patreon channels. Those are linked below. Glad to see you in there and hope to help you along this crazy journey. I'll see you on the next one. We do have Crypto Fear and Greed Index at 50 currently. So we're back in neutral, right? But this is a good sign because on the bigger picture, we're starting to, hold some ground here after making a higher high. That's a good sign, okay? Quote of the day: treasure your relationships, not your possessions. So, you've heard this in several different ways by probably 57 different people. People, not things, but it's hard to appreciate sometimes people over things, especially when you don't have much money. When I didn't have much money, you always think of, buying stuff, and I feel like the less money you have, the more you buy, and the more money you get tends to be, you start focusing on the people around you, trusting people more, and valuing, people's time, and you still like nice things, but they're not quite as important. least that's just for me. Maybe let me know how you feel about that. Car of the day. Damn. McLaren 765 LT. The newest supercar out of McLaren, besides the Artura, which uh, the 765 LT is probably my favorite car under. I mean, I love the 720S. That's my favorite. But this is built on the 720S, if it looks familiar to you. And this is just like their track racer version. It's like double the price, though. It's like ridiculous. But in this market, supercars are going off the deep end. But 765 is absolutely insane to me. I love this. This is my exact spec I would get if it was free. So look at the glass doors. Notice this is the roof that comes up with you. So it's real easy to get in McLarens like this, on coupes even, because there's no roof. You can just get in, and you're not going to have to worry about hitting your head like a lot of supercars. So it's pretty cool if you didn't know and you didn't care. But look at this. This is the back of it, 765 LT. This is fire shooting flames from the factory. There's no tuning involved. You can drive off the lot and roast somebody. All this is open air. This is like steel, titanium vents, and it goes all the way like up over the engine and everything. So it just nice and cool, breezy, as you roast people's faces off. 765 LT, insane. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Meme of the day. That'd be an interesting movie. Both those guys.